You were diagnosed with cancer about 3.5 years ago,
Yes, that's
and
correct.
this got you put on a journey of health, of wellness,
Mm,
of taking in many things into consideration about your own life,
mm,
and wanting to heal, but wanting to heal naturally. Yeah.
yes,
And one of those things that you put on that boat in order to heal naturally was acupuncture. Yeah.
definitely.
Okay.
Yes.
Cool. And since then, 3.5 years ago, you've done all of this stuff from diet to exercise to meditation to
Mm,
visualization. I'm guessing,
mm,
um, acupuncture treatments, and 3.5 years later, you find yourself in a much better place.
mm.
Um, and tell me a little bit about that. So, where are you in your life now, 3.5 years later, after that diagnosis?
Well, it really prompted me to have a spiritual awakening, just because I was kind of faced with the mortality and like how real that was. And I always was into health, but because of getting breast cancer, it really encouraged me to jumpstart my healing journey. So I did a lot of research. I started reading. Was always an avid yogi, but I stepped up my yoga. I started doing Reiki, sauna, acupuncture. I take a bunch of supplements.
Amazing.
And I'm mostly doing a naturopathic route, but I'm also taking a mainstream pharmaceutical as well. And I declined to do chemotherapy and radiation, but I feel like with the mainstream pharmaceutical and these supportive natural therapies, I am making progress and I'm much better than I was before.
Love it. Love it.
Hmm.
Kudos to you.
And also, my mental health, that's been another byproduct, is that my mental health is tremendously improved. And I think that I'm actually thinking more clearly.
Love it. Well, mind and body are very closely connected.
Hmm.
So when one is getting better, it'll indirectly or directly affect the other.
Hmm.
Yeah. So one of the things that you mentioned you have been struggling with is just this underlying fatigue,
Hmm.
feeling tired, maybe not having the strength or the motivation to get up and go tackle the day. And that's one thing that acupuncture can treat and treat really well. So, with your permission, that's what we're going to focus on today. We're going to do a combination of acupuncture, we're going to do a combination of moxibustion, we'll do a little bit of gentle cupping, and see how you feel afterwards.
Great.
Yeah, sounds good. So if you think of each point like a word,
Hmm.
and I'm using multiple words to create a sentence,
Hmm.
and that sentence is sent to your brain,
Hmm.
and your brain goes, oh, okay, that's what you want me to do. Let me conduct the action here.
Oh,
So
that's
it's,
so cool.
yeah, so it's kind of like talking. Your body tells me what's going on,
Hmm.
then I'll select a sentence or words that create a sentence to say, okay, brain or body, let's do this. And your brain goes, okay, cool, I can do that. Boom, 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 boom. And then we look for things starting to shift or balance starting to shift. So once I get the points in, I'll leave you for about 10-15 minutes. I'll come back. I'm going to retake your pulse. And I'm going to be looking for specific changes that happen in your pulse from before we did the treatment.
Okay.
So there's going to be changes, just sometimes very subtle changes,
Hmm.
but that will tell me, okay, we're on the right track or we're not on the right track, or we need to add points or take away points. How does that sound?
That sounds great. I really never thought about it like that, like this sentence.
Yeah. And how's the sensation with the points? Any too strong, or they're pretty gentle?
Yeah, it's pretty
Pretty
gentle.
gentle. Okay. It's not making you say, oh my God, what is going on here? Let me run out.
No, definitely not. It's they're really thin, so I can really hardly feel it.
Right. Yeah. One of the biggest concerns people have is, not everybody likes needles, but they think these needles are like the needles you go to the doctor and they give you a shot.
That's what I thought at first. That's why I was really scared to go to acupuncture. But then I went and I realized the needles are like whisker thin.
Right, right. Okay.
Me.
So I'm going to light them. I'm going to turn on the lighter here. And you're going to see a little bit of smoke come up. We're going to smoke you out.
All right. It's kind of like burning like a joint.
Yeah, it has kind of that look to it. Um, but we've selected a certain point. Um, we've done the acupuncture point there, and we're doing the moxa very close to it. And at any time, if you don't like the smell, just let me know. But most people do. It kind of smells like almost like a nice campfire. And then once it gets to a point that I like, I just remove it. And that's it. And the next one we're going to do is here on your arm. And we're going to do this a couple times together.
Okay.
We may not record every single one that we put on, but just so the viewers can take a look and see what it's like. Now, moxa can be used for a wide variety of things. Things like what we're doing today, like boosting energy. It can be used for certain types of infertility.
Mm-hmm.
It can be used for digestive disorders. But you're doing great. You can definitely graduate to the glass cupping by next session.
Sounds good.
Seems like you get more relief on these shoulder blades, huh?
Yeah, that's where my muscles are really sore.
Yeah.